Hi there, good day to you. This is Michael from Asia Virtual Solutions. As the image here show, I will show you today how to easily create .edu and .gov links using GSA Search Engine Ranker. And this, excuse me, does not involve scraping links or whatever. This is a clever trick, shall we call it, in GSA Search Engine Ranker. Let me get out of this and then show you in my GSA Search Engine Ranker. So you start by creating a post like you normally do. Okay, so I'll just use this here, and you select whatever you want. Okay, so disable whatever you want, doesn't matter. This doesn't matter what you select here. You can use our 7-tier projects, you can use our 5-tier, 3-tier, 2-tier, 1-tier, doesn't matter. You can do this any which way you want. You add your content like normal, your articles and your emails and everything like normal, like you would normally create your project. And then once you have now added all your content and your emails and everything, you come to the Options tab. Okay, and then scroll down all the way, and you will see there's an option here, skip sites with the following words in the O and domain. And until recently, I've always thought that this is just to add words that you don't want to show in the link. Or you don't want the words to appear in the domain name. But I was very surprised recently when I learned that there's a lot more behind this filter than meets the eye. Not only can you skip words or whatever, but you can also tell it to only work on certain words in a link. Let me show you. You enable this. You click Create Domain Filter. Okay, it will then ask you what kind of filter do you want to create. And now you can say skip filter, so it will skip if these words are in a domain link or whatever. But the one that we want is must have filter. So we click the must have, and now voila, there's a pop-up that will come, and from here these are basically TLDs. What it comes like a .com, .co, .edu. So now we scroll down to our .edu TLD. Let me find it. Oh, come on. There's the edu. Now, some people these days also use education, so if you want you can check education as well, but we want now only education, edu and gov. Gov is for the government link, so we scroll down, come on, GI, GLD, no, somewhere around here now. There you go, there's the .gov. So we select those two that we say all the links that we are going to use to build links on must have this in. We click OK, and now you see it added there. This is says that must have domain filter, must have edu and gov. It just automatically add this here. Okay, and we're done. That's it. Now there's two things that you need to take care additionally, and not two things, one thing. Either you should have a linked list. So if you're using the Asia Virtual Solutions VPS, then this will be enabled like this. Doesn't matter which linked list you use, but you should use the linked list if you're using the GSA Search Engine Ranker VPS, or if you're using our linked list or anybody else's linked list for that matter. Our linked list at the moment is just over 230 million links. So what's going to happen is we're going to find the edu and gov links within that link list and post to those. If you have your own link list, make sure it's huge. A link list of just 10,000 links is not gonna do it unless it's unless it only contains edu and gov links. If for some reason you cannot afford or you don't have a link list, no problem. Just make sure everything is unchecked here. If you don't have a link list, excuse me, make sure everything is unchecked, and then you have to enable the engines. Now, if you are from the Western world, or your domain, excuse me, or your website is in English, then it will make more sense to scrape English websites. So we just select English here. And you see there's 129 websites. So now, GSA, if you check it like this, GSA Search Engine Ranker will use its own scraper, and it will scrape for links to these platforms. And then once it finds links for these platforms, it will then do additional check before it posts to make sure that edu or .gov is in the link. Now this is going to take some time, so if you're one of those people that's concerned about LPM, then walk away now, because this is not going to be a quick link building solution. Okay, but if you are patient and you are prepared to wait a few days, you will get a good number of links. So, to conclude, just use the search option and use the global site list. Okay, so if you have if you order data pack, this will already be checked by itself. Now, I went one step further. Like, I only want on my sites, my website is English, so why the hell do I want a Chinese or Japanese or Korean link? So I can say skip sites from all these, check all, but I only want English. Okay, English. So now we're only going to get edu and government English sites. Okay, if the site is in English, it will be, and it's edu and government, then we will get a link on that. If you're not concerned about, if you just want edu and government link, doesn't matter what language they are in, then no need to worry anything about this. You don't have to use that. But if you want only English, or if you want only Chinese, so you are Chinese, you're building Chinese or Korean links, then obviously you check all, and then you uncheck Korean or Chinese or whatever language you want. So I have now been running this for a few days. I have set up 2 projects. Let me just stop this quickly. And it's been running. Let me open this. See, there's 2. There's that one, and there's that one. They have the same content, but different emails, and the content is not in the same order. So that first one does not make use of the link list. It is scraping search, using GSA to scrape. The second one they created is only using the GSA, the ASA Virtual Solution link list to search for links. Let me get a water here, 1 second. Okay. So let me show you first one of the global link list. And you can see this is exactly how I build it. Let me just wait. You see, I've selected all the platforms. I put in my content, and basically I just promote a spin rewriter. So all my content is in here. I got my PDFs in, everything. I got 150 articles in syntax. I got 100 emails, and if we scroll down, you see I have the link list enabled here. Sorry. And then I have these folders that I've set. I have 200 emails, sorry. So the number of emails should correspond with this number that you add in here. So I said I want links on the same site. And then I scroll down, and then you can see here I've enabled that government folder, and I have set it to only bold links on English sites. Okay. I started at, let me see the note. There's no note when I started it. Today is Sunday. I added this on Tuesday of this week. So just over 5 days that it ran. And if we look at the links, I've got 2,608 links. So let's right click and go and look at those links. Show all, verified. Now look at the, we make this bigger for you. You can see the links. Okay, I have here Chinese sites, but this is obviously they have, you can look at all the links first of all. It's all government. You see edu, government, education, government. And if we looked at type of links, there was indexes, there's L shortness, there's, come on, indexes, L shortness, a lot of them. But we do have some wiki links, articles there at the bottom, article links, a lot. See, I've got Cornell University in the United States. I have links in their article section. Okay, and I got my anchor text in there. And now you can scroll down, there's a lot more. There's articles, indexes again, blog comments, guest book. And these are all, you can see, you can look at the links as I scroll down. They are all edu or government. There's Berkeley, another big university in the US. And scroll down more. That's about the end here now. So in total I got 206 edu and government links, and I basically didn't pay a cent for them. If we look at the diagram, where's my diagram? Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Show diagram. So let's look. Yeah, I want to look for the last 7 days. I got about 200 links per day. In that day, there were a lot, 600, so average. And then you can see here, 803 social network links, 747 all shortness, 119 edu articles, 9 trackbacks, 9 referrers to, 748 indexes. If we now just show, if you click this, the engine type, you can see the engine type that you will get. Show the news, classic press, WordPress directories, general blocks, Drupal, there's a forums. So, and if we look at top level domains, you can see the top level domain was edu, 1,521. The top country, United States, 1,600, most of them. Anchor type, other generic main domain. So that was for using the global site list. Then I created the same thing. We open that one using only the search engines. Okay, let's fire up. You will see in this one here, there's no global site list selected. It's unchecked, but I selected that. And the same is in, and the same the English folder. If I didn't have the English folder in both of them, I most probably would have had more links. So for the search engine, the GSA search by itself, I managed to get 668 verified links. Let's have a look at them. Show verified those. And you can see, this time there's a lot of wikis, blog comments, and you can see there's all edu. If you look at the links here, edu links. Mostly wikis, that blog comments as well. And we can see also the engines that was used. Media wiki. So there's 668 links. Let's go back to the diagram again. Show, where's the diagram? So we say the 7 days. So we started slow. GSA took some time to slow, and then what happened on the 11th, which was 3 days ago. It had a huge spike. Otherwise, I was finding about 32. We were able to create about 32, 15, 12, and then it drowned almost 500 on that one day, and then 118. So you will have a constant flow of edu and government links, even if you don't have a site list, if you just let it scrape. Okay, and let's see what the engines. Again, this one, it's more media wiki links that we found. We had 51 general blocks. Then I would say this is better quality, the links from the search, but it's fewer links. News, 2 news ones. Anchor types. Main top level domains. See, 646 government edu. I don't know what these other ones. These are maybe edu and then the country link at the back. It's like edu in Hong Kong. Domains. CatTech edu. Seems to be a lot of them. And there's not much of the rest. Country, United States, Malaysia, Hong Kong, India, Nigeria, Bangladesh. Maybe English universities in those countries, or maybe they have an English website in those countries. Okay, so that basically is how I were able to get only the edu and government links. And I can keep this running forever, and we'll continue building links for on those edu and government sites for me. Just to conclude, the only thing that you have to do is select that option, like I've shown you under the options. Under the options tab, just add that folder in, like that create domain folder, and then you must select a must-have folder, and then you select edu and government from here. Hey, you can do it for any other TLD as well. If you, for instance, want to have links but you only want to build links for sites that have sites from, oh come on, dance, Catholic, or sites that have camera in them, or cannons. You see, there's so many opportunities beyond just. There's also city TLDs in there that I've seen, like money. There's so many that you can filter with just using this. And then once you've selected it, will come there, and that's it. Okay, well, that is all I have for you now. I hope that this little trick will be of help to you, and that you can get a lot of links. Please support our link list. I will now specifically look for edu links and government links to add to our link list, so you're going to get at least 2,000-3,000 edu links if you just use the list as it is, and within 3-4 days. And I will keep adding for you. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a good day then. All right.